Hey guys, this message is brought to you by the science department. We just wanted to kind of give you an overview for week 3 of science digital learning. So basically, your assignments this week, starting on the 30th, if you go to the assignment, there'll be directions at the top of the page. So you'll watch a YouTube video on mechanical advantage. And I will say that a lot of you had trouble answering number 24 and 25 on the work, power, and simple machines practice. So please make sure that you watch this video and pay close attention. There's also a Nearpod on work, force, and motion, and you will answer the questions as you work your way through it, and it will submit your answers in Nearpod. So you don't have to take a picture of anything or anything like that. We will go in a Nearpod and we will pull your answers, so it'll automatically do it. And then also, hopefully, you've been studying your vocabulary for this unit. If you haven't, here is the link for the current vocabulary. So that will get you through Monday. Going into Tuesday, um, the directions say that there's a throwback video, and basically you need to watch the video, and it says watch closely and see if you can figure out who Mr. Burrell, Mr. Lee, and Miss St. Charles is, and all the videos in the video as children. And it says bonus points will be awarded if you can correctly identify them. So you can comment on this one if you would like. Also, there's a quizzes link that you will play. This quizzes is for practice only. Later on in the week, you will be taking the same quizzes for a grade. So those are your Tuesday assignments. Your Wednesday assignments, um, there will be a vocabulary quiz. It's not posted yet, but we will post it in there one day this week. So anyway, it's a vocabulary quiz, and since you're taking it at home, you should do pretty well on that. Thursday, the 2nd, you have a Nearpod. So you'll go into Nearpod, submit your answers as you go. And here is the link to the Nearpod. So that should be pretty straightforward. And then the last day before spring break, yay, the 3rd, directions says complete the quizzes by clicking the link below. This will review most of what you should have learned in this unit and enjoy your spring break. So here is the quizzes link. So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to go back to the work, power, and simple machines assignments. So on the 23rd, I gave you instructions on how to complete the cafe assignment. So under project resources, there was the work, power, and simple machines practice document. And a lot of you had some serious trouble with the last 2 questions. So let's look at those and see if I can help clear that up a little bit. Question 24 says, explain why applying a force to an object does not always result in work being done. Give an example. The example that we use in the classroom a lot, if you remember back to when we were giving instruction, for instance, if a lady is carrying a baby through the grocery store, the force that she is using to hold the baby is in the upward direction to hold the baby up, but her motion would be forward in a different direction. So in order to be considered doing work by definition for science, the force and motion have to be in the same direction. And the object has to be moving because she's holding the baby in place, applying a force, and the baby is not moving up or down. That's not considered work. And because her force is holding the baby up and she's walking forward, the force and the direction of movement are not in the same direction, so no work is being done. Another example, let's say that Mr. Burrell goes out into his front yard and there's a big, large rock in his yard that is, it's in his way. it's getting in the way of him mowing his grass, so he wants to move it. So he goes out there and he starts pulling on this rock, but it doesn't move. He's applying a force, but there's no motion. So because of that, no work is being done. And then the next question, question 25, if a machine cannot have more work output than work input, what advantage is there to using one? So a lot of you said, well, it makes the work easier. Well, that's not exactly true because you're going to do the same amount of work no matter what. What a simple machine does for you is it allows you to use less force. When you're dealing with simple machines are always a trade off. You may be able to apply less force, but you're going to have to do it for a longer distance. Like, for instance, if you wanted to climb up onto the roof of your house, that would be very difficult for you to just go straight up the wall. But if you took a ladder and you put it at an angle, then you would be climbing a longer distance. For those of you that are good at math, it would be the hypotenuse of a triangle. So it would be a longer distance, but you'd be able to apply less force. So, anyway, I hope that helped to clear up some of your misunderstandings. And if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. Make sure you're catching up on all of your old assignments because um, those will be due very soon. And once it reaches the cutoff date, if you haven't turned them in, they will count as zeros, and there's not really any going back after that. So I hope you guys have a good week and get all your assignments done, and then have an excellent spring break. You guys take care. Bye.